Good morning, guys. So today I have a read aloud called Trapped, a Whale's Rescue. So we're going to learn some facts about humpback whales. We're going to see how the whale gets stuck in something and how some people come and help rescue her. The huge humpback whale dips and dives, her sleek black sides shimmering. She spy hops, slobtails, flashes her flukes. Past rocky shores and sandy beaches, from icy Arctic seas to the California coast, she feeds on masses of tiny krill in the food-rich water. So we've learned 3 facts about humpback whales already, just in these 2 pages. The first, we learned that humpback whales love to jump out of the water and spin around and show their fins and dive deep, right? Some of us already know that humpback whales come up to the surface for air, and then they can hold their breath a really long time and dive down deep. We also learned that these humpback whales swim from the icy Arctic oceans all the way down to the warm California coast oceans and the Pacific Ocean. Do you remember the word for that? It starts with an M. They migrate. Good. So these whales migrate big distances from really cold oceans to warmer oceans. And they do it for a lot of reasons, mostly food and to have babies. And the third fact we have is that they eat tiny krill. And krill are like you almost can't see them. They're so teeny tiny in the water, and she scoops up big mouthfuls of krill, you can see. Towering waves cascade down her back. She arches and leaps. Boom! She spanks the cold blue with her powerful tail. Bang! Down in the depths, her call echoes. But wait, danger haunts these waters. Unseen nets left by fishermen drift through the dark sea. So you can see this fishing boat, and you can see this big fishing net that comes down into the ocean and spreads out. Now, fishermen use these nets to catch lots and lots of fish, but sometimes they leave the net. If the net is broken or it's torn, they'll leave it in the ocean. We know that's called littering or pollution. Whale feels the tickle of thin threads. She plunges on. She tosses. She spirals sideways as spidery lines tighten around her. The struggle begins. The web of ropes cut into her skin. She flails. She starts to sink, and she fights for air. With each thrust of her tail, she tires. Her sides heave, she flops, she flounders. At last, the great whale shudders and lies still, trapped. So here, she's stuck in one of these big fishing nets that these boats use that they left in the ocean, that they littered. Then, the chug-chug of a motor fills the air. Rescuers, are they too late? Divers drop cautiously into the frigid water. They know the whale is wild. One quick roll of her immense body can crush. One blow from her gigantic tail could kill. So here is a rescue boat. It's big red and it has the word rescue on it. And you can see some divers and some other people in boats here trying to help the whale. But they know they have to be really careful because the whale is a wild animal and they could get hurt if she decides that she's scared of them or starts fighting. The swimmers softly pat the whale's rough hump. They stare into her unblinking eye and carefully they begin to cut the lines. One rescuer slices the rope that digs into the whale's mouth, and suddenly the humpback can move her head. The startled diver swims away and waits. But the whale calms down and is still. The other divers the others dive deep to free her fins and tail, and slowly the tangled netting falls away. The freed whale starts to swim. She moves among the cheering rescuers, softly nudging each one as if she's saying thanks. Again, the wide ocean is her home. She thrusts herself out of the water, breaches, slaps the surface in a final goodbye. So this story is based on a true story. There are a lot of times where whales do get stuck. Whales, dolphins, sea turtles, and other animals get stuck with litter or pollution like fishing nets and plastic and straws. I know we saw some pictures of that on Earth Day. And so this is a true story of a whale that was rescued off the coast of California by a bunch of divers who came and helped and cut the net out. So as we read about this story, I want you to think about the cool facts we learned about animals and the whale, like they eat krill, they migrate far distances, they're huge, they love playing, they love slapping the water and jumping out of the ocean and diving deep. But I also want to think about ways that we can protect our oceans and take care of the animals that are in them. I know we talked about this a bit on Earth Day. But we do need to be careful how much plastic and pollution we put in the ocean. Those fishermen just dropped a net that was broken in the ocean, but they almost really hurt a whale. So what are ways that we could help minimize the amount of plastic and take care of our oceans?